Hey, cousins. Listen, AEW. It's not popular over here in these parts, okay? I tried to review it. The girls and the guys over here was like, no, thank you. So I said, fuck it. I'll just watch it, and what I like, I'll talk about it. So I found something that I'm really interested in, and I want to know how this is going to end. And the only reason why I was interested, I was watching episode AEW, and I saw MJF bring a bunch of white hoes and hand them over to the Hurt Syndicate. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this? So I said, before I get on the horn and start ringing the bells of, the ramifications of the look of Bobby Lashley knocking down a bunch of small white women like he was doing with Lana, I said, let me go back and see what's going on. So I did. I went back and found the timeline, watched the clips to understand what MJF, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley are doing. And what is this going to culminate to, which is the fun part, because now I can speculate. So, if you're not watching it, then maybe this will help you kind of understand, and then maybe you might want to go over there and just take a peek at what's going on. So, the first episode clip I watched was from my birthday on March 12th, that Wednesday, Dynamite. And basically, MVP was talking to MJF. And that's where he gave MJF his business card. And he was like, you know what? I like what you got going on. You like fucking around. I like how you dress. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Here's my business card. If you down to hurt people, then you need to come in and holler at me. I was like, okay, boom. Then on the March 19th episode, we got MJF in the locker room or wherever they was located, the show, and he basically was going on and on about how he got there and he's just the bomb.com, and he's looking for a group of people that can actually make him look good and have the same interest and drive as he does. So he was looking for a clique. And while he was talking and stuff, he had MVP's business card the whole time. And I said, okay, I see what he putting down. I'm picking it up. Then I went and watched the March 26th episode. Okay. And this is when um they was talking about Big Bill and that little short black dude, and this is where MVP was calling him, the little short black dude, a bitch or whatever, and they was out there going back and forth with Big Bill and the other dude talking about, because they was having a match, a tag team match at whatever pay-per-view was coming up. Okay. And then MJF came out and he was like, what's going on? I want to be the fourth member, whoop de whoop de whoop. And everybody was like, no. And the only person that was down with it was MVP, because he was like, yo, I like what he got going on. Y'all need to give him an opportunity and a chance. And Bobby was like, I don't trust him. You already know how fucking MJF gets down. And Shelton was like, yeah, because that's how he talk. Yeah, because he's kind of funny acting. And MVP was like, all right, y'all, well, we got a match to be focused on, so we just want to go ahead and focus on that down to the pay-per-view, and I'll keep an eye on MJF, and I'll let y'all stew and see how y'all feel later. Anyway, on the April 2nd episode of Dynamite, MJF is trying to convince Bobby, okay? Um, Bobby's just not having it. He don't give a fuck. He's going on and on telling Bobby, like, listen, you don't have nothing to worry about. I'm here to help you. I'm here to make y'all little faction better. Y'all can get in places that I can't get into, and you can get in places with me that y'all can't get into. We all look good. I got my tan. Like, everything is what it need to be. And so MVP put the thumbs up. Everybody was like, yay. And Shelton Benjamin, he didn't put the thumbs up. He still wasn't convinced. And basically, Bobby Lashley was like, no, I'm not fucking with you. And then on the April 9th episode, excuse me, this is where they had the match or whatever, and they was talking about how MJF actually helped the Hurt Syndicate keep their tag team titles. He helped them keep their tag team titles. I didn't watch the match, but all I know is at some point MJF hit one of either Big Bill and that little short black dude, hit him with his diamond crusted pinky ring, and that helped basically get the Hurt Syndicate to keep their title. So MJF already got one. He was like, listen, Bob, I already got something here. I helped you keep your titles. Like, what do you want me to do to convince you that I'm the one that needs to be in the Hurt Syndicate? So he was like, so what's going on? So we had to vote again. MVP was like, yes, I put my thumbs up. Shelton Benjamin was like, nah, I'm still, if Bob ain't ready, I ain't ready. And Bobby Lashley was like, nah, fuck that. It was a little fluke, whoop de whoop de whoop, but you not about to be all up in our shit. And then on the April 16th episode, right, this is where the white hole showed up. Where I had woke up, because when every time I put on AEW, I get the best sleep. So I had woke up and I was like, oh, the Hurt Syndicate. We heard people. We heard people. Right? The audience loves it. We heard people. So the Hurt Syndicate's in the ring. And then here comes, MJF, which I like his theme song too. I like his theme song. Anyway, so he comes out and he was like, yo, I got something for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know what you could expect if you go ahead and let me be a part of the Hurt Syndicate and bring what I got to bring. And MVP was like, what you got? And so all these like rugged, rundown hoes start coming to the ring. And I was like, wait a minute. Where is the Godfather? Because if we're going to have a hoe train, we need to do it right. Anyway, the hoes get in the ring, and Shelton Benjamin's like, hell yeah, all right, okay. So apparently, I almost forgot. At some point, I think it was the last episode, what's the name? Oh my God. MJF gave Shelton Benjamin his Rolex or some type of top-notch watch. So he had already done two things so far, right? He helped them win the tag team championships, keep them. Then he gave a watch to Shelton Benjamin, who still said no, by the way. And now he bringing out, like GMO hoes. You understand? Now, my only issue with the hoes is if you're going to get some hoes, you got to get some good-looking ones. These bitches look like they was just coming back from, like, the club, maybe the one that is ran by the Pank, down to the stars. Yeah, that's what them girls look like. Anyway, so they in the ring, they rubbing the guys down, and Shelton Benjamin's like, yeah, now we talking. And MVP is like, see, this is what I'm talking about. We getting them upscale hoes. Everybody looking around, the girls is rubbing, and Bobby is like, what the fuck is this? So MJF is like, all right, look, I'm giving you, you know what I mean? What more can I do to get you to understand, Bobby, that I am not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. So they did the vote again. So MVP was like, listen, I like what's going on. So I don't know what the fuck y'all finna do. And Shelton Benjamin took his time. So the hoes is squeezing on him. He got a Rolex, right? He got his tag team championship. So Shelton Benjamin was like, you know what? No, I can't do it because my boy Bobby's not ready, and I have to make sure everybody's on board. Bobby Lashley was like, absolutely the fuck not. This ain't what I'm talking about. I don't have nothing to do with this. You need to figure something out. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm tired of you or whatever. MJF was like, all right, bitch, you know what? You working my motherfucking nerves. There's a lot of contention going on between Bobby and MJF. Then we get to the April 23rd episode, and this is where MJF, they coming out. We heard people whoop de whoop de whoop, and they was getting ready to talk. And MJF came out, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, MJF. His tan is like peeling at this point. But either way, he had his little Burberry joint on or whatever he got in the ring. He was like, you know what? I got something for y'all. Like I'm gonna continue to tell y'all and show y'all what I could do." And why I need to be a part of this Hurt Syndicate, okay? So follow me, guys. So everybody follows in the back, and they make it to the back, and there's a sports car. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a Maserati or whatever it is that y'all like, that one that make all that fucking noise. What is it, a Camaro? And not the nice muscle ones from the 60s, the more up-to-date ones. So anyway, the nice car is sitting there, and MVP is like, oh shit, he is doing it. And so Bobby was like, word, give me the keys. So MJF gave him the keys, and him and Shelton got in the car. And what's his name? Too many M's. MJF was like, yo, before you go, like, what you doing? Do I got your vote? Like, is everything cool? And Shelton was like, yeah, you got my vote. And then MVP was like, you already know I was down with you. Bobby, while he was in the car, did the thumbs down and peeled off. And MJF was like, you know what? I'm so fucking sick of this. Like, I don't know what this dude want. That's your guy. I'm getting all this stuff. He done took off in my car. It's some bullshit. I'm tired of it. MVP was like, look, calm down. I'm going to just keep working with him. Don't even worry about it. Do what you got to do, okay? Then we get to the April 30th episode of Dynamite. And this is where basically MJF, he's like a super annoyed. He's getting in there. He's like not really fucking playing. Fucking Bobby and them, they come into the show. Bobby had on brown leather pants. He dressed like Boss Hogg from the Dukes of Hazzard. Now I done showed my age, so I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, Bob, they done beat these people up in the background because they was cheering them when they came in. They beat them up, went to the stage, and they was about to do their thing or whatever. And MGF came out. He was very aggressive. He was like, you know, I'm tired of this shit. I done gave you a call. I done help you keep your tag team championships. I done gave this motherfucker a Rolex. I done bought out the best hoes I could find. Okay, you done took off in my car. What more do you want me to do to show you I'm not here to fuck around? So they had to vote again. Shelton Benjamin was like, yup, I'm good. I'm on board. You gave me a call. Like, yes. MVP was like, you already know how it gets down. You already know. Bobby Lashley was looking like, no. Then MJF got real mad. He stepped to Bobby Lashley. He was like, you know what? You ain't nothing but a bald-headed bitch. And this is where Shelton Benjamin and MVP turned around and started looking up like, oh, okay, yeah. And Bobby Lashley just started fucking up MJF like, who you talking to? I'm about to whoop your ass, whoop, whoop, whoop. So they had to pull him off MJF. MJF was like, all right, you know, I'm just mad or whatever. I'm trying. You ain't fucking biting what I'm putting off. And, you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. So as they were leaving the ring, MVP was like mouthing to MJF like, you talk too much, man. Shut your ass up. Why would you say that to him? Shut up. So we left with MJF in the corner trying to collect himself, and the Hurt Syndicate walked off. So this episode on May 7th, which is this Wednesday, the question is MJF gonna hurt someone? Because before Bobby Lashley left, he had MJF hemmed all up in the ring in the corner, and he was like, you know what I want you to do if you want to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate? I want you to hurt someone, because that's what we do. Go find someone and fuck them up and show me that what you got. So 3 things I'm gonna speculate, okay? And y'all can get in the comments if you're interested in this, and we can speculate together. So they said that this is an opening, because they still need a 4th. This is an opening for Cedric Alexander to show up on the scene as the number 4, okay? They also said that I don't know who MJF would actually hurt that would make sense in this whole conversation. So I can't even speculate that. Because I know he had a lot of issues with Michael Cole. Not Adam Cole, my bad. And I know, you know, he was like fucking up the little tag team situation with Big Bill and Old Boy, and MJF got like an old fucked up reputation. So it could be anybody he decides he want to run down and hurt. Okay? And maybe if he want to be a bad motherfucker, just like bust Bobby Lashley in the back of his head and hurt him, take him out of the Hurt Syndicate. So when Cedric Alexander comes, you got him, and then you the 4th person. Now that's probably not going to happen, but I'm just speculating. So for those that were wondering if I watch AEW, yes, the fuck I do. I watch it, and I get some of the best sleep possible. And then this is probably the only storyline that I'm interested in. I am interested in what MVP and MJF are gonna do. So when that comes back, y'all could come here and we could continue to talk about it, because now I know the May 7th episode, we gonna get some answers or whatever is gonna progress in this whole Hurt Syndicate MJF saga. Okay? Tell me what you think about it in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next